Want to do a little update about what I've been working on and keep you guys in the loop. So yes, I've been creating more content as I normally do for actors, directors, and editors. Went live yesterday, talked about some of the plans I had, which I was able to make it through all those. Same thing today. I'm going to talk a little bit about what is on my agenda for today. So the first thing I did this morning was I did create a Facebook post. Now this goes out to all you YouTube creators and also people who are using Facebook to market their business. I've have used Facebook on and off over the years, but now since I'm on my YouTube journey, I find that Facebook is a great way to make my presence on YouTube known. So I finally figured it out. I was struggling with it from the very beginning of my YouTube channel, trying to figure out what I was going to do, how I was going to use this resource of my Facebook page that I had for years and years and years and years, and how I was going to use that to help market my YouTube channel, which is what I'm really focused on right now. So Facebook is just another extension for me to get the word out about the content that I'm creating on YouTube. YouTube is my primary platform. I'm all in on YouTube. I'm working to build up my channel, as a lot of you guys know. I've been slowly moving towards my 1,000 subscribers. I'm a little over 700 now. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, yes, yes. So it's working. I'm even noticing more follow through from my shorts. I've been having a lot of success on my shorts. I've even had one short that gained over 50,000 views, which I'm so happy about. I'm going to go back and get more of that content. It's from that short was from a YouTube only series that I've been working on, and I'm going to go back and revisit that. Maybe even sometime, well, this week is almost over, but sometime early next week, and put up another little teaser in the shorts feed here to talk about the series, which is called Willa Mae Church Lady Vampire Hunter. Now I was the producer, I was co-director, editor, and cameraman, all around crew for that project. So it was a small project, but it has a really great look. And I think its distribution here on YouTube is going to be a winner. Definitely based on how you guys have looked at the shorts I've been putting up. Each one of those shorts really gets a lot of views. So I'm confident that by the time I'm ready to release the whole series, I'm going to release it bit by bit. By the time I'm ready to release the whole series, it will be a nice hit here on YouTube. And this is one of the series that I'm working on, polishing, and I'm going to start releasing that as soon as I'm monetized. So that's part of my plan. As I mentioned before, my plan is to create original comedy and post here YouTube first, as I call it, YouTube first content, which is what I'm working on. That's my mantra. So I'm going to continue to do that. And I also started messing around. Well, I don't know if messing around is a good word, but I started messing around with some artificial intelligence video creation tool called Artlist. Let me give you a quick little peek of it. I'm going to pivot you over here, give you a little peek of what I've been doing. You can see my monitor there. Hopefully you can see it pretty good. So what I've been doing is messing around with it and seeing how it works, actually. I haven't tried. This is one I just created. Oh, it looks pretty good. Let's play it. It looks like I told it to have the man get into the car, but it looks like they just have the guy walk off and the car drives by itself. So that's kind of the downside of the artificial intelligence. That's beautiful. I like that. I like that. This is kind of the downside of the artificial intelligence video generation. You'll try to get it to do one thing, and sometimes it just won't listen. This one right here was funny. So the man walks off, and his car follows, which is kind of funny. Reminds me of that old show, Knight Rider. But the program is called Artlist, and I've playing around with it a bit, trying to see if I can make use of it in creating my content. Um, hello, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hi. Is it Cheyenne? Thanks for stopping by. And Chloe, hello. Thank you guys for stopping by. Um, yeah, I'm talking a little bit about some of this artificial intelligence software that I started using. I want to see if I can use it to supplement some of the reels I create here. I have some plans for creating original humorous content, and I really like the look of this stuff. But the problem with it is that it's so difficult to control it. You give it a prompt, you give it a detailed prompt, and you tell it what you want it to do. And then sometimes it will follow it, sometimes it does its own thing, like I just showed you the video there where I prompted a detailed prompt, and I might try it again, but I prompted a detailed prompt where, hello, thanks for stopping by. I prompted a detailed prompt where I wanted the man to get into the car and drive off. But as you saw what I just showed you, it had the man walk off, and then the car drove itself following him, which is kind of funny. So actually, now that I'm talking to you guys, what I might do, I might make a compilation of AI prompts that don't follow what I want. Actually, that's a good idea. I might try that because I'd like to use AI to create some of it. I'm not a big fan of creating full AI content at all. No, I don't like that. But I see that YouTube is incorporating more AI into their content here. They're trying to cut down on the YouTube slop, but then they're also creating more content, more AI tools for YouTube. And I looked at some of the tools today. I found an article, and what the article said was that YouTube is going all in on AI, artificial intelligence content creation, but a lot of it's going to be on the phone here. I'd rather it be on the desktop. I do a lot of work, like right now I'm doing this vertical live to you off of my phone, which I find very convenient, very easy to do. It makes it more immediate and real, but I haven't tried the AI tools from YouTube yet. They just came out a couple days ago. So you guys can try some of them. You just need to do a search on Google to find out how to get to them. They're not that difficult. You can take one of them that I really like was you can take a still photo off of your phone and you can change that photo into video. So it adds motion. And you can give a little bit of the description of what you want it to do. I'm not sure how much of prompting you can add. I haven't looked at it that much yet. But I'm going to stick with this art list for a little while, play around with it a bit, and see if I can come to some kind of way to create content. And I'm honestly tell you the truth, I'm not that really up on it yet because it's so hard to control. It's frustrating. I tried it out yesterday, and it's beautiful to see it in its infancy of what it can do once it's more developed and more controllable. I have a paid version of the program, and sometimes it tells you that it can't do something, or that's against the policies, or you try to get it to. I have an animation of a cartoon I was working on, a character I created, and I was going to use that to make some comedy shorts here on YouTube with my voice, a voiceover. But it doesn't listen so well. You try to get it to do something, and it does what it wants, or it does a version of it. It might duplicate the character, or it changes the look of the character. Like, for instance, the man I just showed you there, it gave me a great character look. Actually, that's a photo of me, and I was creating a character called Coleman PI, which you'll see if you go to my website. You'll see some of my ideas. I've created some preliminary videos about that character. That's a character I had developed years ago for a potential television series, and never got it funded. So now that I'm here on YouTube, I'm going to do small versions of that character, and I'm working towards that also. But I used AI to create the character, and it looks good. And I just animated that car, and the character was supposed to get in the car and drive off. But as you saw in that sample I just showed you, the character walked off a frame, and then the car followed him off a frame. It still looks good, but it's frustratingly short. And every time that AI, the really worst part is, every time that AI and the paid programs, every time you try to get it to do something and it makes a mistake, it still charges you. So it still uses your credits. So credits are how they charge for each image you want to create. The stills are cheaper, less credits, and then the video takes a lot of credits. Like for that mistake that the AI made, because I clearly wrote in the prompt that the man gets in the car and drives off. But AI didn't do that. AI just made the man walk off, and then the car followed him off. So it's kind of funny. So I might actually even show some of that and start explaining a little bit of it. I'm not going to go away from my topics. My topics are, and I guess it kind of fits in. My main topics are acting, directing, and editing. So I guess this could be under my editing category. And it definitely could, because yesterday I edited together, I created some small little clips of an animated character that I created, and I edited those together. And the problem, again, with AI is that when the character is moving, sometimes it gets blurred. It gets really blurred, or it morphs out of the look of the character into something else. So again, I'm impressed by AI, but it's still too early for me. It's still too early for me to get involved heavily. But I'm working on, I figured when I found out about this, what's it called again? Artlist. It's a company based out of Israel, and it's real high quality. And the price is right. It's not that expensive. So I tried it for a month. I think it was like $20 for the month, and you get a number of credits, AI credits. But the thing again about the AI credits, it's not like you can sign up for a month and you can create as much as you want. You sign up and then they give you a certain amount of credits. And if you use all those credits in one day, then it's over. So I started playing around with it a little bit. One thing I really like though too, I'm starting to think of what they call a workflow. The best way that I've seen so far is to create the image that you want to animate as a still. Work on that and get that to where you want a still photo of it. And then once you have that still photo, then you can create the animated version based on that still photo. So that's one of the best workflows that I've figured out so far. And I'm early on it. I've only been on it 2 days. So as I learn more about this tool, this artificial intelligence tool that I'll use for editing, I can try it out a little bit more. One thing that I think it might be really good for me is I edit a lot for customers, and I have clients that I edit for, and it might be great for creating establishing shots. So I think I'm going to try that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to send a link to this to one of my clients, and or I might just surprise them. No, yeah, I think it's better. I'll use it on the next project that I'm coming up to create the establishing shots, because a lot of times some of my clients, they shoot content, but they don't have time to get establishing shots or cutaways. So I could use that AI tool to create some establishing shots and cutaways based on what they shot. So it might work, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, and I'm glad I'm talking to you guys about it, because it's forcing me to slow down, stop, and think, how can I actually use this tool? So as opposed to using it as, creating characters and trying to get the characters to do what you want them to do, I'll use it at where it's most effective, and establishing shots of outside of buildings, city skylines, all those things, it might be really powerful for and enhance the projects that I'm editing for some of my clients. So yeah, that's another area. Like I said, again, my area is acting, directing, and editing. Please go to my website, check out my content. I have some bunch of humorous content up there. I think I'm going to go through this project I've been editing, and I'm going to pull out some more humorous clips and put those up. If you're scrolling through the shorts feed, you'll see some of the shorts that I've put up so far. And actually, even better than that, go to my website, look at my shorts, and you won't have to look for them in the feed. You'll see them on my site. So go to my website, look at my shorts, and you'll see some of that humor that I've been putting up from projects I've been editing. So that really works well. Again, I'm glad I talked to you about this because the arts list will probably be good for me doing some establishing shots. So I'm going to really think about that, and I'm going to use it on my next project. I have a project coming up. I was just in contact with one of my producers and directors who I edit for, and he has a project he's going to send me, actually 3 projects. So what I'm going to do is create some establishing shots and try to use those in the projects I'm about to edit for my client. And I think that's going to work out nice. I could probably use wide establishing shots, close-up of the building. I might even be able to get away with some cutaways and transitional shots that can enhance the story. So I might forward this. If I can find something that's really straightforward that my client can look at and easily understand, I will send some of that out to some of my clients. I'm going to try some of it more myself. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, and also I've been planning on doing some of my shorts vertically, like I'm talking to you right now, and using green screen. I've been researching some new green screen. I got rid of all my old green screens about a year ago. The problem with green screens and shooting on green screens, the remote ones, was that when you set it up, it was all wrinkled in the background. It was difficult to light, folding it up. The paper ones were kind of hard to transport because they were so big. But there's a new thing out, which I'm going to do some research on today. They have green screens that are in a roll, kind of like the old movie projectors. And you just pull it out. It has its own stand. It's about $200 or so. And I think it's going to be a good way for me to do some of this content I want here. So I have an actress that I've worked with, and we did a film, and I put some of the behind the scenes here on YouTube. It's called Within These Walls. And you can find that. Go to my channel, look for Within These Walls, and the behind the scenes footage has been getting some great views. So I contacted her and found out if she wanted to do a spinoff of that for my YouTube channel. And her name is Kelsey, and I'm going to, she reached out, and we're going to work on a project. We're going to do probably like 2 episodes, and I'm going to put those 2 episodes up, create a playlist and all that kind of stuff for her, and see how you guys respond. And depending upon your response, and I'm going to ask you to look comment in the comments, send me some emails. If you want to send me an email, please go to my website or look below and follow the link to my website. You'll find out my email address, and feel free to shoot me an email. I love when I get the emails and I can talk back to you guys. As you see right now, I'm doing a lot of talking. It's just me. I see some of you guys in the comments. Thank you. Hello, hello. Thanks for stopping by. So yeah, that's what I plan to do. So today, let me get on it. I'm going to, got a bunch on my list to do. And again, every day I say, at the end of the day, I might check back in with you guys, but I end up not checking back in because I wait too late. I might try to do it earlier and do a recap of what I've done. It's a good idea. The vertical lives are the best way, based on the YouTube analytics I've been getting and reviewing, that you guys discover my work, that you guys talk to me, that you guys reach out, that you guys subscribe to my channel, and I do appreciate it. That's why I keep doing it, jumping in here, giving you a little bit of introducing myself every day, which is a great way that I'm making my channel more known, making me more known. I'm going to be adding more content from my acting background. I have a series that I've been putting up called Before the Cut, and you can find some of that in the vertical feed, or go to my website again and look at some of the shorts, and you'll see Before the Cut. And that just shows clips from my acting past, just to tell you who I really am. Like I said, I'm a character actor, so I'm in small bit parts for the last 35 years. So you may not, I'm not a leading character, so you wouldn't have probably seen me. Or if you did see me, it's very brief. So I'm using some of those to build up my credibility, to let you know that I know what I'm talking about, that I've done the work, I've been in this business, I've been struggling in this business, I've learned a lot in this business, and what I do is I try to share what I learned here on YouTube. And I'm really enjoying it. And I'm, like I said, again, wrapping up, I'm moving towards monetization, which is a big milestone for me. I'm getting close to, I'm over 700 subscribers, and thank you guys, thank you. I'm trying to build up those watch hours, so I'm working on that. That's my next goal. I'm probably like just over 1,400 watch hours, which is a good goal for me. I need to reach 4,000, which is a bunch, but I'm thankful for the 1,400 I've reached so far. And you guys can help me out by going to my channel and looking at some of my long form videos. Take a look at them, watch it as much as you can, share it with a friend. I appreciate that. And again, if you have any questions, you need any advice, right now as I'm starting out, I'm answering questions, no charge. If you have a project you're working on, contact me. If I have advice, tips, tricks, things that can help you save money, free advice. Just contact me, ask me what you need, what you're working on, what kind of advice I have. If it's good advice, if you like it, use it, and let me know. So I'm reaching out right now. Contact me, no charge. I love to answer questions. As I'm new here, I want to build up my audience. I want you guys to get to know me. I want you guys to work with me, and that's how I'm planning to do this right now. I will offer some consulting services later in the future, but right now I'm offering these consulting services for free. You want to use any information, you want to gather information, ask some questions, have someone look at a project you're working on and give you some advice, I'm the guy to do it. Been doing this for a long time, and I enjoy it. I actually enjoy answering questions and talking to people about acting, directing, and editing. So that's my area of expertise, and I can confidently say that I'm an expert on that. Don't know everything, but the thing I do know is if I don't know something, I know where to find it. And I can help you make decisions and choices for your projects. Been around the block, so I have information might be helpful to you. And if you feel like using it, feel free to contact me. Go to my website, subscribe, look at some of my content. So I'm going to wrap it up now. I had planned to get on here and talk for maybe 10 minutes. It's now I'm 22 minutes into it. I love sharing this content, and I will keep doing it. Hopefully I will see you again later this evening, but if not, definitely tomorrow morning. So I'm going to try to get on in the evening and just wrap it up and do maybe a real short one. I think that's the thing. I don't have to say I'm going to get on and do another 20-minute piece. I can get on and just make myself known, tell you what I've done during the day. And so yeah, if you want to look into AI, check this thing out. I'm not Artlist. It's the first one I'm really interested in, Artlist. I'm not being paid by them. I might, Artlist, if you're listening, contact me. I might be able to work out a sponsorship deal because I really like the product. I really use the product, and I do recommend it to people. So Artlist, reach out to James Tucker. There's my email address right there and my channel. So I'm going to start promoting Artlist, talking a little bit about it, and let you learn as I learn. So that's an effective way for them to get the word out again about their product. The AI video feature that they released not too long ago is pretty impressive. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to use it. And again, I just started thinking that one of the ways I can use it is creating establishing shots, cut-ins, cutaways. That might be a really impressive tool for me to enhance the projects that I'm editing. So we'll see. I'm going to try it out. You guys can learn with me, and I'll keep you up to date. That's going to be more on my editing side. And I'm going to stop talking now, and I'll try to see you again later on this evening. Thanks for stopping by.